Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're a subscriber, welcome if you're new. So I asked Kirsten from Kirsten's Corner here on YouTube what her YA thriller recommendations would be, because as you all know, I love thrillers and I'm starting a series where I read some of my favorite booktubers' thriller recommendations. So she recommended Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Now, I listened to the audiobook of Truly Devious, that's why I don't have it on me, but can we appreciate how stunning this cover is? It's stunning. I absolutely love it. So I wanted to give a moment of silence for this book. But anyway, she asked me what two of my favorite thrillers are, and I am such a big fan of Riley Sager, so I said Lock Every Door and then The Guest List by Lucy Foley, which, as you all probably know, was my favorite book that I read last year. Please go check out the videos she made on her channel. She's just such a wonderful human being. I love her energy. I love her joy for books. I love her creativity. So please go check out her channel, but make sure you go check out her video where she reads those two books that I just mentioned, Lock Every Door and The Guest List. So YA is usually a genre that I do not gravitate towards, but I was really interested to read two murder mysteries in this category and see if maybe my mind would be changed about YA. So in this vlog, you will see what I think. So we also had an idea to kind of do a battle of the books. So between the two books, see which one wins. So I'll be rating the two books in a couple different categories. So the first category is characters. The second one is the setting. The third one is how thrilling it was. And then the fourth one was just my overall enjoyment of the book. Now, my overall enjoyment of the book is usually how I rate books. So whatever number I put for my overall enjoyment is going to be my rating of the book. I did want to do a few more categories though, so you guys can just see my personal opinions on these books. So now I'm going to give a synopsis of the two books. Truly Devious is about a girl named Stevie who is a true crime junkie. She loves true crime and she's very, very fascinated by criminology. Now, she was recently admitted to Ellingham Academy, and this is an extremely prestigious academy that is actually free, and it is for gifted teenagers. This academy is located in a secluded area of Vermont, and you all know how much I love secluded settings, so as soon as I heard that, I was really excited. This school was founded by Albert Ellingham in the 1930s, and he was an extremely successful businessman, and he was very wealthy, and he wanted to open this academy for gifted people. Shortly after the school was opened, though, his wife and his daughter were actually tragically kidnapped, and a student was murdered. So this has been an unsolved mystery for decades. The only clue to who did this was left in a riddle signed by someone using the pen name Truly Devious. So that's the synopsis for Truly Devious. Now I'm going to move on to the synopsis of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So this book is about a case that took place 5 years prior, and a girl named Andy Bell was murdered. This case has been closed, and Pippa actually starts doubting if who they accused of the murder actually committed the crime. So everybody thinks that someone named Sal committed this, and she decides for her senior capstone project to try to solve this mystery and see, did he actually commit this crime or was he wrongfully convicted? As Pippa starts uncovering some secrets though, and things start looking suspicious, she gets warning notes. These notes are telling her, drop the case. You need to drop the case. And this really gave me Pretty Little Liars vibes. As soon as I heard this, so I was really excited, and I know that this is an extremely hyped book, and I was really, really wanting to read this for a while, so I was so excited to see what I thought of the book. Alright, so now I'm going to switch to some vlog footage, and I hope you all enjoy the vlog. At the very end, I will pop back on here, tell you which book won, my ratings for all of the different categories I'm going to discuss, and then some final thoughts. So hope to see you at the end. Hey guys, so I'm sitting here on my lunch break and I only have about an hour and a half left of Truly Devious, and it's really picking up right now. The thing I have enjoyed the most about this book is the setting. I think it's really fun. I think it's making it clear though that I kind of am definitely less drawn to YA books. I usually enjoy adult books more, but it's kind of a nice little change reading about characters in high school. I actually think I will prefer A Good Girl's Guide to Murder though, because it's just a little bit more up my alley. But I do really love the setting, and I think I still may give this about a 3.5 or a 4 star. It kind of depends on how it ends, but yeah, I'm just sitting here on my break. I'm about to go back in and make some coffee, but I thought I would give an update, and I know I've been kind of bad about giving updates, but I will be much better as I read the next 2 books. Hey guys, so you're currently in my kitchen. I'm about to make some dinner. I'm thinking I'll make a stir fry. So I have my chicken right here, and then broccoli, and then I think I'm either gonna use one of these 2 sauces. I'm thinking either just like good old tamari sauce. It's gluten-free, so I can have it, which is awesome. Also, this sauce is really good. It's sweet soy sauce for rice. I think I'm actually gonna go with this one because it's just a little bit better than just tamari. I think I'm going to add some garlic in here and honestly just make a pretty plain stir fry and throw some rice in. But it has taken me so long to read lately because I just have so much going on with my degree recital. I know I probably am saying this the whole entire vlog. But I will say I'm really close to finishing Truly Devious, and I really want to knock it out soon because I am enjoying the story and I want to know what the heck is going on. So I'm going to be listening to it as I cook, and yeah, hopefully I will have some updates soon. Alright, so it's 4:45 a.m. and I have my coffee now. I made it in my Some Bunny Loves Me mug because I am a proud rabbit owner. But I am definitely going to finish Truly Devious during my lunch break today because I only have 45 more minutes and my lunch break is an hour, so I'm really excited. I'm just about to head out the door for my shift, but yeah, I thought I'd give you all an update before I leave. Hello, so I am on my lunch break and I actually just finished Truly Devious, and I will say I was kind of bummed at the end because it was definitely a cliffhanger, and it's that way because it's a series, so the author wants you to keep reading. I just don't think I'll really keep reading just because, well, I'll share my thoughts first. So I enjoyed the location of this novel a lot. It was in a kind of remote location. It was in this boarding school for really gifted children or gifted teenagers. I really like the flashback element, but basically all I'll say is I really enjoyed the setting. I'm just bummed that it wasn't a standalone because personally I just prefer standalones. I like everything being nicely wrapped up, and the twist at the end was a little bit underwhelming for me. I really wanted it to be something other than what the actual twist at the end was. So I'm kind of interested in what happens, but I may just look up what happens in the next books just because I don't think I actually want to commit the time to reading the rest of the series. So hopefully that doesn't make me horrible, but I think I may do that. I don't know, I'll kind of think about it for a while. But I overall enjoyed the setting. I will say I think YA just isn't really for me anymore. I think if I would have read this in high school, I would have liked the characters a little bit more, but I just didn't feel a connection to Stevie, who's the main character. And yeah, I don't know. I just felt like the YA aspect of it definitely brought my rating down a little bit, but for the location, it was good, and I was really intrigued what was going on, and it was definitely a murder mystery. It just wasn't solved at the end of the book because it's a series. Hey, it's a Sunday afternoon. I am tuning into Alicia Guzman and Male, the Book Pearls, live right now. They're sitting over here. I have been just having a chill morning. I made 2 cups of coffee already. I'm probably gonna make another one really soon. But I am just now at part 2 of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. As you can see, I love how it's split up. I love when books are split up into different parts. And so far, I've been really loving it. I loved the scene that was right before part 2. It was really intense, and I get sort of Pretty Little Liars vibes from what just happened without giving anything away. It just felt very much Pretty Little Liars. So I love that, and it is going really well. I'm getting through it pretty fast. I'm already at page 100 and I haven't spent a ton of time reading it. So I think I'm gonna finish it fast even though I'm super busy. As you all know probably already because I've talked about it so much, I am really getting ready for my recital. My recital is on the 31st. And it's just a huge deal. It's my last degree recital and I'm just practicing so much lately. So I haven't been able to read a ton, but this has been a really nice escapism from practicing. Because it's YA, it reads really easily and I really want to know what happened. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it and that's my little update. So my friend from Read by Beth makes the absolute prettiest bookmarks. These are pressed flowers. Look at how beautiful this is. And then this is just a really cute little heart bookmark, but they both have tassels, which are really pretty. And the talent, I mean, I'm just so impressed. Her shop is called Bookmarked Beth, and she is just the kindest human you will ever meet. So I would highly recommend purchasing from her. I'm in awe. This is the prettiest bookmark ever. I cannot believe it. And I just can't wait to buy more. They're absolutely gorgeous. I will leave all her information below. Hey, so I am currently on Naomi's reading sprints. We are sprinting right now, but I am on page 164 of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I am loving this book. This is such a fun ride. And Pip's character is so fun. Love Pip. And honestly, Pip reminds me so much of my friend Deja from Deja's Book World, and it's just giving me life. So I'm really having a blast reading this book, and I can't wait to figure out this mystery. All right, so I am back, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts on both of the books that I read. So I'm gonna grab my laptop, which has all my notes, and start sharing some of my thoughts with you. So let's start with Truly Devious, which is what I read first. So for the scores, I gave Truly Devious a 2 for characters, a 4 for the setting, a 2 for the thrills, and then overall enjoyment, I gave it a 3. I gave this book a 3 stars because my overall enjoyment of the book was about a 3 star. So let's go into my thoughts on the book. So my personal favorite thing about this book was the setting. I really loved all the imagery and how Ellingham Academy was described. I thought it was a really cool atmospheric setting. I love that boarding school feel. I love that it was isolated. However, I will say I did not connect with the characters. I thought a lot more could have been done with character development, especially with Stevie, the main character. I just didn't feel connected to her. And also her love interest was really annoying for me. I didn't really mention this in the vlog footage, but I'm not much of a romance reader and it wasn't super heavily focused on, but I just thought that it took away from the story, it took away from the mystery, and I just really didn't like the guy she had a thing for. I thought the opening was very thrilling and it was set up really nicely. I just wish that there was more thrilling aspects throughout the book. I wanted more warnings for her to stop looking into the case, and it did happen, but I just wanted more of that. I still was definitely really entertained though throughout the book. I wanted to know what would happen at the end. As I said in my vlog clip, I just wanted it to be wrapped up at the end because I'm usually not a series reader, but I was interested the whole time. I really enjoyed listening to the audiobook, and I would suggest this book to a lot of people because I know a lot of people really do enjoy this series, and I gave it a 3 star, but I still really was interested in it. All right, let's move on to the winner of the Battle of the Books. So, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This book was so enjoyable. I really loved it. I gave it a 4.5 stars. So for my category breakdown, I gave the characters a 4.5, the setting a 4, thrills a 4, and then my overall enjoyment was a 4.5 star. So I absolutely love the characters. I love Pippa. I love Pippa's relationship with Ravi, how it was just mostly a friendship, even though you could tell that they did like each other. I just loved their banter. I loved how sweet their relationship was, and I definitely just was rooting for them the whole time. I felt really emotionally invested in them, and I just can't say enough about how much I like the characters. If anything, I just wanted a tad bit more character development, but it would have made this book a little longer. I flew through this book. It was super fast paced. It was really cool. There were some interviews that were put in, a map. I really enjoyed the multimedia that was present. Unlike what I said with Truly Devious, there was plenty of warnings for Pippa to stop looking into all of the secrets that she was finding, and this gave me Pretty Little Liars vibes. If you've read this book, let me know if you felt the same. I really liked the setting, and it was pretty darn thrilling. Towards the end, I really wanted to know what was going to happen, and I was turning the pages super fast. So the winner is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I would highly recommend this book. I think most YA is not for me, especially YA thrillers, but I definitely think there's a few exceptions. One of them being, of course, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and then Sadie. I had such a blast doing this collaboration with Kirsten. She's just one of my favorite creators here on BookTube, and I think she has great taste, and I hope I will see you all in my videos soon. Bye.